On the touchdown in Las Vegas, the second leg of the training camp. I'm feeling energized, I'm feeling refreshed. So yeah, come inside, have a look what's going on. Tough training, tough lifestyle, rough and tough. But listen, how else would I want it? I love it.
Feet. Don't look for nothing. That's good. Don't look for nothing. Now step around him. Upper body. Keep a rhythm now. Keep a rhythm. Don't wait on him. Now you're waiting on him, mate. How do you feel?
Feel ready.
Just be a bit sharper, mate. You're waiting on him again. You're letting him attack you and then you're trying to get away too late. Do you know what I'm saying?
So what am I bringing differently? I wouldn't say a new mindset, but definitely like a new perspective. But ultimately, everything new has to lead to a win. So yeah, that's what I'm focused on right now, just winning. With training camp, it's grueling, like there's no doubt about that. But you just need to have a clear mind and be optimistic and run towards challenges every day. And that's how I'm able to get through, is just the perspective I have on what suffering looks like.
Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua are now locked in for December 19th. But the real headline isn't the fight itself. It's the sudden shift in mindset that seems to have sparked inside AJ.
Good. Good. Nice composure, good.
I'm here for a purpose, so that's the reason why I'm in Dallas. It's basically up early in the morning, ice bath, train, come back, eat, sleep, repeat. The same as it is in London to a degree, minus the 1% distractions. And in a game of sports where it's based on margins, 1% make a big, big difference.
The second the fight date was locked in, something changed in Joshua. He flipped into absolute tunnel vision, approaching this camp like a personal mission rather than a payday. He's already deep in sparring sessions, breaking down footage, tightening every detail, and showing a level of sharpness and intensity we haven't seen since his comeback against Ruiz.
So being out here in the States, I can really see a change in Josh. Like, his mindset is one thing that, you know, being out here, it's like so tunnel vision. It's like every single day is geared towards something in camp. So everyone back home will be like, oh, so what did you do on Thursday? You had the day off? And it's like, it's a day off, but it's a day off to get ready for the day on.
So there we have it. Back on my feet. I got through the pain of the blister. Back to work.
There are no smiles, no playful moments, none of that stay-lease energy you usually see before a tune-up fight. This is a fully locked-in, laser-focused Joshua, determined to remind the world exactly who he is. He's sharpening the basics, snapping that jab with precision, dialing in his timing, and moving with the kind of discipline you only see when a champion knows every eye is on him. And it's clear he isn't taking Jake lightly for even a moment. His training is as if Paul were a top-tier heavyweight contender. Because for AJ, the real threat isn't Jake's punching power, it's the pressure that comes with the spotlight.
I have left to give. I am not resting on what I have. I am building on what I have. And I want to see how far I can take myself. I know what it takes. I know what this game's about. And I'm going to push myself beyond the limits where I've been before. Hence why I found myself in Dallas, because I'm trying to find an environment that can stimulate me, motivate me, and push me on to higher heights.
And Joshua is intent on taking charge of every piece of this moment. What was once viewed as a circus now feels like a serious, purpose-driven camp, one built by a man who refuses to let history repeat itself. While AJ trains with the intensity of someone who just remembered he once ruled the entire heavyweight division, we shift straight into Ben Davison's perspective. And Ben reacts to this matchup like someone hearing that a goldfish has been matched up against a shark.
Crazy fight that's been potentially proposed.
What you just said is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Is that?
Yeah, like, in what realm does Jake Paul have, like, I think he's very dangerous, isn't it, really? Like, in what realm does Jake Paul have a...
Dangerous in the sense of for the health of Jake, would you say? Yeah.
Yeah, like, this is a sport that we love, and I think we need to protect that.
The man practically froze, blinked a couple of times, and basically asked, what universe are we even in right now? And honestly, he's not wrong. You, me, everyone knows AJ has been locked inside the gym, tightening his tools, drilling that jab, and carrying that cold, razor-focused energy fighters get when they feel like they have something to prove. Meanwhile, Ben's over here worrying about medical forms and emergency plans, practically saying, look, Jake's brave, sure, but walking into a ring with Joshua isn't ambition, it's risking your well-being.
Would you, and he asked your advice, would you be advising him not to take this fight?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah. Of course. And, you know, he's one of the most dangerous guys in the world to go step in a ring with. Like, you saw that with Ngannou, who was a seasoned, you know, one of the most durable men on the planet in one of the toughest sports in combat sports in the UFC. And yeah, so, but I don't know, I'll stay out of all that stuff, so.
And the funniest part is how he throws back that classic rob the bank analogy, but twists it, saying something like, yeah, but Floyd wasn't trying to send anyone into another dimension. Ben is genuinely concerned. AJ is training like he's trying to race the clock and beat it. And Jake Paul is stepping into a world where a single mistake can have you seeing darkness before you even hit the canvas. That it's crazy. It's almost unbelievable. And it's one of those situations where even the calmest people in the sport start glancing around like, hold on, is this really happening?
Does a fight like that damage the integrity of the sport, would you say? For AJ being a world level contender, like, you're not going to say no at him for...
It's not my position to decide that, but I don't really know. I just... do you know the saying, like, I think Floyd done it against McGregor, saying about robbing the bank? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them. Yeah. But at the same time, like, it's different with Floyd. He's not like someone like AJ that could take some...
And as we shift away from Ben Davison, who looks like he just watched someone volunteer to sprint straight into a hurricane, we end up right in front of Nikisa Bidarian. This man talks about Jake Paul like he's narrating a superhero origin movie. And honestly, you almost have to respect the confidence. Nikisa explains this matchup with the same calm energy someone uses when ordering lunch. Meanwhile, the rest of us are sitting here thinking, my guy, that's Anthony Joshua we're talking about. But Nikisa breaks it all down like Jake simply rolled out of bed, stretched, and said, yeah, sure, I'll fight a former unified heavyweight champion today. Sounds fun.
For Paul.
This is a more dangerous fight than Gervonta Tank Davis, but it's a more winnable fight than Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta was small, fast, super skilled. Joshua is big, heavy puncher, but not as evasive. So I think if Jake has the right game plan, he has a pretty good shot of winning this.
And the craziest part is completely serious. We're talking a global Netflix event, Judgment Day level promotion, over 100 million eyes ready to tune in. Yet Nikisa is presenting it all with the tone of a casual morning announcement. That level of confidence makes you double-check your connection like you missed some massive plot twist. Then he moves into the danger factor like it's just another line in his notes. And you've got to appreciate the straight face. He basically says Joshua hits harder but isn't as elusive as Tank Davis, which is like saying, don't worry, he's not quicker, he just punches like a runaway truck with no brakes.
Mismatched in AJ's 9th or 10th fight against guys who've been knocked out 20 to 25 times. Given AJ's pedigree, Jake is built for this. Jake is built for the big moments. So do I think it's dangerous for Jake Paul? Absolutely. Do I think it's also dangerous for Anthony Joshua? 100%.
I mean, we're just watching some of these punches being thrown now. Can he take something like that, Jake Paul?
Alexander Usyk took.
He breaks down Jake's experience like the guy has been living inside a video game. Full-time training in Puerto Rico, switching seamlessly between cruiserweight and heavyweight prep like he's changing outfits. And Nikisa genuinely believes Jake can pull off a world-shocking moment. Not just hopeful thinking, but the kind where you'd swear the celebration banners are already printed. Honestly, you have to respect the ambition. Whether you see Jake Paul as fearless, reckless, or just allergic to easy fights, Nikisa presents this matchup like we're about to witness the next chapter of boxing chaos. And let's be real, you, me, all of us, we're glued to see what happens next.
Experience that Jake has gained in the 5 years he's been in the sport. To be in your 12th or 13th fight in front of 80,000 people at AT&T Stadium in front of 125 million viewers, that's not experience you can gain normally. So he's going to go into that event very calm and very composed. And I fully believe that he does 100% think he's going.
And moving straight from Nikisa Bidarian's Jake can hang with Joshua energy. We land on Simon Jordan, a man who reacts to boxing chaos like your dad would if you told him you were quitting your job to become a magician. And Jordan is fired up. You can hear the disbelief pouring out of every word. He's sitting there like a YouTuber about to face a two-time heavyweight champ in New York on a random Wednesday, wondering who greenlit this DLC update to reality. Honestly, we feel him. He's not even subtle, talking about fighter safety like Jake Paul just volunteered to spar a runaway forklift. Meanwhile, AJ is out in Texas, chopping wood, lifting mountains, and sweating like it's just another regular heavyweight camp. Sure, we can pretend there's suspense, but let's be real. Every time they mention Jake stepping into the ring with AJ, your brain instantly cues that slow motion. This might hurt soundtrack from every disaster movie you've ever seen.